Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome back to another explainer where we take a really structured look at the fascinating ways our world is, well, evolving. Today, we're exploring a platform that's completely reimagining the intersection of global entertainment and social good. It's called ArcNavi. Now, if you follow global culture trends, you already know the massive, literally unparalleled energy of K-pop fans, right? But what the source text we're analyzing today reveals is a groundbreaking approach to capturing that exact energy. It really begs a fascinating question. What happens when K-pop meets social impact? I mean, think about it for a second. We're talking about millions of highly mobilized, passionate individuals who regularly coordinate on a global scale. Historically, this immense energy has been focused purely on supporting the artists. But ArcNavi, they're looking at this incredible, largely untapped power of global K-pop fandoms and asking, how can we actually direct this to drive real, tangible social good? Section 1. The power of fandom, creating a beautiful cycle. To really understand the ArcNavi model, we've got to look at how they harness this fandom energy to create what the source material calls a beautiful cycle of giving. And this brilliantly illustrates the whole concept. It's about taking the natural enthusiasm and loyalty inherent in the K-pop world and routing it through a system that benefits society as a whole. Traditionally, charity in the entertainment space looks like a one-time event, like a single benefit concert or a one-off donation drive. It's kind of sporadic. But ArcNavi shifts this entirely over to a sustainable ecosystem. They're moving completely beyond these one-time events to build a continuous, self-sustaining model. Actually, scratch that. It's more like a fundamental upgrade from a temporary spike in goodwill to a permanent infrastructure of giving. Section 2. A sustainable giving ecosystem beyond one-time events. So how do they actually pull off this sustainability? Well, according to our sources, this new ecosystem is built right at the intersection where regular K-pop concerts meet everyday actions. It's not about asking fans to go out of their way to do something radically different, It's about embedding social impact directly into the entertainment experiences they're already participating in on a regular basis. This brings us to an absolutely crucial concept in the ArcNavi universe: good consumption. This means enjoying vibrant services that naturally bring positive change to the world. Notice that word naturally. By simply enjoying the services provided, fans are fueling real-world change. It literally removes the friction from philanthropy. Your everyday entertainment, your normal fandom activities, these become the very engine for positive global impact.
Section 3. Mechanics of good consumption. How it works.
It's one thing to have a grand philosophy, right? But ArcNavi is actively building the infrastructure to support it. And what's really exciting to note from the text is that most of these core features are already in the final stages of development. This isn't just some theoretical idea, it's a reality that's gearing up to launch. Here are the specific, vibrant services fans are going to be interacting with on a daily basis. First up, a dedicated K-pop mall. Imagine shopping for your favorite artist merch and knowing that action is generating good. Pretty cool. Second, interactive mobile games. Gaming is obviously a massive part of digital culture, and now it's intrinsically tied to impact. And third, a security token offering, or STO, investment system. They're taking the intense passion of K-pop and connecting it directly to these interactive, everyday services. Let's slow down for just a second and look a bit closer at that security token offering, or STO. In the context of ArcNavi, the STO is the integrated investment system driving the financial side of the ecosystem. So the crucial point is that it essentially brings a real fintech element directly into the fandom space. It allows for a structured, secure, and regulated way to drive the financial growth that actually makes the platform's charitable distribution possible. Now, what's really interesting to see is exactly where the results of that good consumption actually go. When fans use them all, when they play the games or engage with the STO, the generated support targets specific, highly meaningful causes. As the data breaks down, the focus is directed towards supporting vulnerable groups and advancing animal welfare. It provides total clarity for the user, You enjoy your K-pop experience, and as a direct result, vulnerable communities and animals receive vital support. Section 4. The ultimate grand vision. Building a new history. Everything we've discussed so far, the malls, the games, the STO, these are just the foundational layers. The source material outlines a long-term endgame that is just incredibly ambitious. ArcNavi isn't just trying to make a nice charity app. They're looking to fundamentally restructure how entertainment, finance, and social impact interact on a global scale. Let's see how this builds step by step. Step 1 is launching those core K-pop services in the STO we just discussed. Step 2 is using those tools to firmly establish that sustainable giving ecosystem, effectively proving that good consumption works in practice. But look at step 3. The ultimate culmination of all this development is the launch of a global digital bank. No way, right? But yes, they're leveraging the trust, volume, and capital generated by a global fandom to create a fully fledged financial institution completely dedicated to this new model of social good. There's a quote straight from the source material that perfectly captures their overarching philosophy, where your passion becomes the energy to build a warmer, more peaceful world. It's such a beautiful, succinct summary of what ArcNavi is trying to achieve. They're inviting everyone to join the beginning of a new history, successfully blending trend-setting, high-energy pop culture with deep, meaningful social impact. It's an incredibly compelling vision of what the very future of entertainment could look like, which leaves us with this final, provocative thought. ArcNavi is building the platform, sure, but it relies entirely on the people using it. So how will your trend-setting culture change the world? When our daily entertainment and our financial systems are seamlessly linked to helping vulnerable groups and animal welfare, our everyday choices hold massive power. It's a fascinating evolution of fandom and fintech, and definitely a space we should all keep our eyes on for sure, just to see how this grand vision unfolds. Thank you for joining me for this explainer, and hey, keep asking the big questions.